Hello and welcome to Day in Life Part 3. I'm coming back off a walk. It's about 20 past 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, so let's talk about the weather. I can't really comment on the weather that much because, as you probably see on my channel, I have been away for the past fortnight in Zante. So the weather, so on Tuesday went away, the weather was a bit iffy, dry, a bit sunny, bit of everything, like it was when we went away. But I came back on Wednesday morning. So ever since it's been really nice, really sunny, hot and humid. It did rain for about 10 minutes this afternoon, and apparently there's more rain next week on the way, and it's going to be sunshine showers, it looks like, next week. So just hope it clears up, because next weekend is bank holiday weekend. So yeah. So let's hope we stay dry for that. So shopping this week. Went to Tesco on Thursday just to get a couple of bits that we ran out of because we literally had nothing in, like mainly fresh stuff, really. And then went shopping because my weekend off. So I went shopping. I got a couple of bits out of Sainsbury's, Aldi, Marks and Spencer's and Tesco. I only went in Tesco to get a couple of things like that. I get out of Sainsbury's, but they didn't have the toffee cream meringues on Thursday. Now, I don't know whether it's my local big Tesco, the Tesco Extras, but they always seem to have either one or two left in stock. I don't know whether it's really popular in this one, but yeah, sometimes they're really hard to come by. So yeah. I want to go and have a look at Wilkinson's next week if I get a chance, because it's really sad. They've went into administration. It's really sad, but I didn't get a chance to. So yeah. I've been feeling it will be on the cars anyway. COVID probably killed them off anyway, because I was thinking about it when I heard the news, because I've got the BT News app on my phone, and I've got alerts, so every time a breaking news story it goes off my phone. So I was like, really? So yeah. So I did that. There wasn't much of a sale. I didn't really have a look in. All I saw was it in the windows, because I had a bit of time on Friday before to get the train to work, so I got myself a Costa, and then also I had to nip into the car shop to get car factory to get some birthday cars from my dad, because it's his birthday. It was his birthday on Wednesday, but for some reason we always go away when it's his birthday, so we kind of celebrate it late. And then I need to get a couple of cars and then I got one for Ruby because her birthday went away, but I've just hasn't had the time to get any presents for her. So yeah, if you get something and you're buying birthday cards for your dogs, but hey, so yeah. going back to COVID, I was thinking about it. Most of my local Wilkinsons is in town centre, and probably didn't help is that a lot of the shops around it were shut, so it kind of like didn't help with football. I'm kind of thinking, so the one where I live, the town where I live, which is back at the shopping centre, where there's like half indoor and it's half outdoor, so it's like right at the back in the outdoor bit actually. What I was just thinking, those shops would have been open quite safe. Smith, Wilkinson's, and you know which shops were still there, because a lot of redevelopment has happened and a lot of the big names are gone. It's mainly restaurants now, especially in the outdoor bit. So yeah, so that didn't help. But as well as this Wilkinson's also had a back entrance, because it used to be they like reserved that area 20 years ago, because I can remember going to the original Wilkinson's, which was about half the size that it is now, and they moved it to there, and it also used to be a cut through to the main road at the back. There was like a road at the back, so you used to be able to cut through there from the road. But they locked that entrance during COVID and it never reopened, which I thought was quite handy, especially if you're down that side, just to go through that side rather than going all the way round past where NatWest is, past where a lot of other shops is, go down to where Boots is and go down the side of Boots towards Holland Barn that way. So yeah, and they also shut that secondary entrance at my other local Wilkinson's in the next town over. It used to be a really large Boots as well, but that town had we've got two Boots, one at the local retail park, which is quite big, so they like moved to a small store on the upside, because like they redeveloped that area to like a little shopping square. So yeah, so Wilkinson's moved in. It's pretty large, Wilkinson's. You don't realise how big it is until you step inside, so they shut that entrance off as well. So yeah, but then I was thinking about the one that I used to use at uni, Major City Centre store. Like every time you used to go in, it used to be heaving, no matter what time of day I go in. But then I think during the COVID years, because located to many offices, many people working from home, so a lot of people were obviously using it because they might have nipped out during the breaks and stuff and got stuff from there. But then thinking about it in terms of uni students as well, because I've been there before during Freshers Week, and it's to the point where the shelves were ransacked. But I'm thinking that they've been having issues with suppliers for a couple of weeks, and that's finally, I think it was when anyone was panic buying, that really hampered them, because I think since then they've struggled to get stuck on the shelves. So yeah. So update on my ear. So I went to see Dr. the Wednesday I went before I went away. They think it's more a sinus issue. I think it's more problem with my inner ear. So yeah. So they were terrible on holiday, especially when I've been in Nepal, so I don't think it's more than the ear. Not with sinuses, so I think the next step they said was an ear, nose and throat specialist, see what's going on. Because I told them about the syringe and I said I think it's more in the inner ear. So yeah, going back to supermarkets, has anyone seen like inflation? The prices come down? Because I haven't really seen it, unless I've been living in a bubble. Because you're saying inflation's going down, but clearly not. It's clearly not. The only thing I've noticed is not being a chopped tomatoes in Tesco. I've gone down from £3 to £2.49. That's all I've noticed. So definitely prices haven't come down, and yeah. I'm glad right as well, because it used to be £2, now it's £1.30 in Tesco, and I was wondering why I was struggling to get it. They've changed the packaging on it. So yeah, so if I've got 2 packs, got one from Tesco, and then I tried to be early for work. So I was half an hour early for work on Thursday. So I went to Home Bargains, which is literally next door to one. So I went in there, managed to get it wasn't large, I needed some multivitamins and some high salt ketchup, which is £4 in there for a big one, because we actually ran out. And it's even cheaper in there, £4. But I went in, this is in straight across the road. This isn't like a massive retail park, Home Bargains. Like, there's only like 6 aisles. So yeah. So I went, got my vitamins, looked over to the other aisle and seen what it was, and they had Halloween and stuff. But apparently, other Home Bargains, especially like the really big, large out-town ones, have got Christmas stock out. In August, it's getting earlier and earlier. I mean, before I went away, Tesco had started having their tubs of chocolate. Oh, don't know why. So yeah, so it seems to be getting earlier and earlier. So yeah, moving on to work. I've actually got some good news. So I am transferring to a different, or hoping to transfer to a different store, because I mentioned when I got the job that there was 2 new stores opening, one further ahead and one closer. The one closer is going to be it's a relocation to where my local form of residence was, but it's easier to get to in terms of public transport as well. I can get the bus, I can get the tram, I can get number of buses here, I get a certain bus here that can take me to a certain point, and then I can get a number of buses to there, so it works out better. Plus, if they are ever on strike, it's easy to get to, because literally it can come off the motorway and come off it again, so a bit more better for it. So yeah, we had a bit of issue with the boiler while I was away, which they fixed now. I noticed when it opened that it was really cold in there, which is probably good because it was really humid outside, like really hot. We had a hot June and hot July. So yeah, but we had complaints from customers, especially when it went cold in July, saying how cold it is compared to how hot it is outside. So I had NJ come out, it, and apparently it was broken, I think, before we opened. But apparently all like the elements inside had like melted, so they had to turn it off, and then they fixed it, and now it's too warm, but at least I don't have to wear a jacket anymore, which is good. It's gone from being too cold to being too hot. So yeah, so I've got my interview for this transfer on Thursday, so hope me well, wish me well. Apologise, my brain still isn't 100% back, because I think it's lack of sleep. So yeah, oh, another thing is, well, the holiday route is coming. I just need to work it out what day I'm going to do it. I was just trying to balance it out with coming back and like working and stuff, so it is coming. I promise to do it this week, cause yeah. So yeah, so I'm going to go home now, see where my washing's dried, and see if it's got rid of the smell of aftershave, because I've turned all in the holiday review, but unpacked stuff going like washing, they've damaged my brother's suitcase. But as well as that, he put a bottle of aftershave in bag he took to, and one of them, like the glass, I smashed. And he likes me, he is like me, he likes his designer fragrances, so I think it was like a Calvin Klein one. So yeah, so we're going to look to see where we can get it replaced, not replaced, but see where we can get anything for the damage, because it always closed like week of alcohol. So, and aftershave, because there was also a bottle of rum. Lucky the bottle of rum didn't smash, but the cloth was all over the bottle of rum. So yeah, and it's a brand new suitcase, not unlike we took 4 brand new and 3 old ones. Like the old ones are battered, so I didn't mind them getting damaged, but the old one, the new ones, we've bought them this year, so I'm really annoyed, so more of that. So bye guys, I'll see you not the week after, the week after next, so the week after the bank holiday weekend. Bye guys.